Pauline Frommer has been traveling the world since she was 4 months old, and that's because her father is Arthur Frommer, the travel writer and founder of the Frommer series of travel guides. And this weekend, she's in Rosemont to share her secrets of traveling on a budget. So, good morning. It's great to have you in here, Pauline.
Good morning. So nice to be here. Thanks.
Yeah, it's the minute she walked to the studio, I've just been peppering her with questions about different stuff going on, and now I get to do it in front of you all so she can enlighten you. So, tell me what's happening this weekend at the Travel and Adventure Show.
Well, it's out in Rosemont. I'll be speaking. Rick Steves will be there, Samantha Brown from the Travel Channel.
Yeah.
Plus, if you want to bring the kids, they're going to have camel rides, Segway rides.
Looks like a lot going on there.
You can pretend to not pretend, you're actually going to get to try to scuba dive in a tank, and people from all over the world.
Which you don't get that opportunity in Chicago in January,
No.
so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you get to dream about beautiful, warm places.
Yes, I love that. So you've been traveling since you were a baby.
Yeah.
How much of the world have you visited, and do you have a favorite destination?
I have no idea, because I started traveling when I was 4 months old. So I have deja vu wherever I go. And usually I say my favorite destination is where I just was. And I just was in Austria skiing. And it's hard to beat that on a glacier. It was amazing.
That's really cool. Yeah, I told my son that he's traveled the world between the months of 4 months old and 8 months old, so he thinks he's seen it all. He's gone nowhere. So tell me, what's been the biggest trend you're seeing with travel in 2019?
Food. Everybody wants foodie experiences, and there are these wacky websites that have grown up that allow you to eat in the best Italian grandma's house in Palermo, or go on a chef's tour of a market.
Yeah.
There's all of these foodie experiences now for people who want to indulge that part of their lives.
So speaking of experiences, let's talk about these hot spots that you've keyed in on. And there's 3 of them. And we start here in the States with Memphis.
Yeah, well, every year the Frommer Guides are written by people all over the world. We pick the best places to go. You can find it at frommers.com/bestplaces2019. Memphis is turning 200 this year.
A bicentennial for Memphis.
I know.
Okay.
So there's going to be celebrations across the city. There's going to be great barbecue, of course, great music. And it's the 50th anniversary, on a more somber note, of the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. As you know, that happened in Memphis. It's now the centerpiece of the National Civil Rights Museum, the Lorraine Motel. So incredible commemorations of that event. It's going to be very moving.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be a cool thing to be a part of. Such an icon to humanity. Let's take it to overseas here to Portugal.
Portugal, if you want to go to Western Europe, that's the least expensive place to go. However, it's being overloved. You go to Lisbon, you go to the coast, crowds everywhere. We're saying take their version of Route 66, which is called the Estrada Nacional No. 2.
Wow,
it's this amazing road trip from the north to the south. You go through wine country, medieval villages, ancient university towns. Just amazing.
Wow, it looks gorgeous. All right, it's a long trip, but something tells me it's worth it. Australia.
Australia, and we're saying go to the red center of Australia.
Never heard of this area.
Well, it's called, you might have heard it as Ayers Rock. The traditional name is Uluru. If you ever saw that Meryl Streep movie, The Dingo Ate My Baby. That's where this is. Incredible Aboriginal culture, this landscape that looks like it's the surface of Mars. You have this deep red sand and very, very flat, but just an extraordinary place to visit.
Pauline, I wish I could keep you the rest of the show. You're taking me to magical places, and it's fun to dream of places to go, and they're also very practical, and that's why you make it work. So if you guys want to be filled in more of the Travel and Adventure Show, you can see her in person. It takes place this Saturday and Sunday at the Donald E. Stephens Convention Center. It's in Rosemont, and travelshows.com is where you can find all the ticket information.